I'm going to tell you a crazy story right now. When I was first getting into digital marketing, I was building websites for $250 Australian, $250 Australian. Okay, now I don't build a site for any less than $7.5 grand Australian, right? This is when I was in digital marketing. And the reason I tell you that story is because across the board, I hear it from all of my clients, no matter what country or culture they're in. One of the biggest things for consultants out there, for entrepreneurs that are selling time for money, selling services, is how much do I price my services at? And ultimately, just about everyone is underpricing themselves because they've got this whole imposter syndrome. They've got this whole thing internally that is telling them, oh, don't charge too much because that person won't want to work with you. Don't charge too much because that person will go, oh, that's too much, I'm not going to spend that. Don't charge too much because they don't have the money for you. They don't have the money to spend that much on you. There needs to be a reframe. You need to start charging people what you are worth. This was a massive change for me. This was huge for my business, right? Because I got told by a mentor very early on, there's two ways to make more money. You either get more clients, which means more time, or you charge the customers that you do have more money. So if you lift the prices of your services, it's the same as getting 10 new clients. If you lift the prices of your services by 10% and you have 10 clients, it's like getting a whole new client for free with no extra work. Okay, and what I'm going to do today for you guys is actually give you 3 things that you can do right now to start charging what you are worth. First, it's a mental game. But secondly, what I'm going to do is teach you the actual strategies that you can use right now to actually start charging what it is that you're worth. So the first thing that you can do is you need to start establishing trust. Because the reason that someone would give you their hard-earned money is if they actually believe in you. If they've already had value given to them by you for free. And this is why I'm telling everyone that personal branding is the way to go. This is why I tell everyone to get active on social media, because you want to add value from day one before they're your customer. And the reason we do this is to gain credibility, gain authority. I read a book when I was younger called The Key Persons of Influence by Matthew Priestley. Amazing book, and I highly recommend it. And the whole function of becoming a key person of influence is so that people see you as an authority in your industry. And when they see you as an authority, they're more willing to pay you more money because they know that you can get them a result. If I've already been giving genuine value to people and helping them grow their business with my free content, people will want to pay me to continue that conversation and to work specifically on their business to improve their results even more. So the first thing that you can do is establish trust. So if you're not already, get involved in social media. Start pushing out valuable content. Start doing live videos. Start pushing out videos where you're actually giving skills to your target audience. Give it away for free. Gary Vee always talks about give away your best stuff for free. Give away your best stuff for free. Value first, value first, value first. It does not matter if you give away your best stuff. People will still want to see and work with you because they'll see you as a key person of influence in that industry. Number 2 is establish the value of your services on a sales call. When you're in a sales call, after you've already established so much trust with your content online, you manage to get someone onto a sales call. In that sales call, you need to be clear on how much money this person stands to make or save by working with you. Your services save or make someone money at the end of the day, unless you're like a PT. But even a PT, you could argue that being healthier, being fitter will help them do better at work, will help them do better at home. Happier lifestyle means they're more motivated during the day. More motivated during the day means better business results. Better business results is money in the bank. But for the sake of this conversation, let's just say you either help people make money or save money. You need to get clear on that in the sales conversation. So in the sales call, you need to be asking lots of questions about what's happening in the business right now. And you need to be finding out in the future, if they worked with you, what kind of results could they be getting? And the difference is called a dissonance. And you need to work out what that dissonance is. So if they're making now 10 grand a month and they could be making 40 grand a month with your services, now you're adding 30K to their business every single month. So if you're charging 5K, all of a sudden that doesn't seem like much. If you establish with this person that you're talking to that they stand to make an extra 30K a month. This is one thing that people aren't doing in sales conversations. I hear about it all the time. Thanks for jumping on, Daniel, Eugene. What's happening, everyone? This is one thing that I know people aren't doing, because I've talked to a lot of people about their sales strategies, and this is just not part of it. They talk about what's happening right now. Hey, what's happening in the business right now? Cool, cool, cool. But they don't establish where things could be going. And that's the difference. If we establish where things could be, if they were working with you, then that person understands how much money they stand to make. And then it doesn't matter if you're charging your maximum price. It doesn't matter if you're adding money onto your price. They can see that it's worth it. They can see that there's a monetary value to actually working with you, and that value is higher than that of the cost of your services. So what's important also heading into the sales call is for you to understand what your pricing is. You know that you should be charging 5 grand a month, then stick to your guns there. If you know that your minimum is $1,000 a month, start at 2 and then move backwards if you want. But you need to understand what your prices are, and you need to establish with the person that you're speaking with how much they stand to make if they work with you. So that's number 2. The third thing that you can do to start charging what you are worth is to be good at what you do and actually put the effort in. If you start thinking, I don't care about the money anymore, I just want to get results for my clients, and you do everything that you can to get results for your clients, and your clients then get results, then you're going to have no problem charging what you're worth, because they're going to tell all their friends, you're going to have testimonials, you're going to have case studies, and everyone is going to want to work with you because you have so much social proof. So when you get a client, please, please, please do everything that you can to deliver on what you do. Become a master at your game. Another one of my mentors told me recently, he goes, mate, the secret to building a business, become an absolute master at what you do. Mastery is the key to business growth when you get to a certain point. Become a master and you will make money. So if you're contemplating doing a training course, maybe you've been putting it off, maybe you're procrastinating, maybe you can't be bothered doing any more educational stuff, I would do a reframe. I would start thinking a little bit differently, and I would start learning. I would go out there and become better than everyone else, because when you are better than everyone else, people will pay for that as well. So you establish trust in the market by creating content. If you're really, really good at what you do, you make sure everyone knows about it with that content and genuinely change someone's life. I want you to have the mindset of, I am going to change someone's life with this content. I want people to be able to watch this content and completely change their business. That's the kind of mentality I want you to have. And if that's the mentality that you have, you will get sales calls. And on those sales calls, I want you to establish the value of your services. How much does your prospect stand to make or save by working with you, and make sure that you compare that to the cost of your services. And if you do those things, you will finally be able to charge what you are worth. Okay, guys, if you have any questions about that, comment under this video. If you're watching a replay, hashtag team replay, and go out there and charge what you are worth, people. Okay, you guys are legends. We'll talk soon.